Oh, well, hey there, Spider. It's been a while, hasn't it? How have you been? I hope you still recognize your dear friend, Black Cat. Oh, I've just been traveling the world. It's a shame you always stick to New York. I've just been traveling the world. It's a shame you always stick to New York. I would adore a fun little chase through Paris. Oh, what's the matter? I would have thought you'd be happy to see me. We always have so much fun whenever we meet up. You're not upset I left without saying goodbye, are you? Oh, do you mean these? They are very pretty, aren't they? You know how I am about expensive jewelry. Why, Spider, are you accusing me of stealing? Surely you remember that I swore off crime after last time. Or, well, if I recall correctly, I said I might consider taking a break. Which, if you think about it, I did. Oh, all right, so maybe I picked a few pockets on my travels. Traveling's expensive. Besides, tourists always carry oodles of cash, just to spend it on pointless knickknacks. I just put all that money towards a more worthier cause. Myself. Anyway, these jewels are mine as far as I'm concerned. If a night guard reported to you that I stole them, well, maybe she's just jealous she couldn't make them look this good. You don't trust me, do you? Well, too bad. Maybe I don't trust you anymore either. I think you'll remember why. Honestly, I don't like the way you say holding a grudge. You make it sound like I'm being unreasonable. It's entirely fair for me to be upset. Anyway, I think I'll just be on my merry way. And if you don't like that, well, you're free to try and stop me. Well then, let the chase begin. This is why I'll always return to New York. Nobody can chase me over rooftops the way you do, Spider. Police are absolutely useless in any country. It's nice to get out and see the sights, but there's barely any point in stealing anything when it's too easy to get away. If they ever even realized I stole anything in the first place. In the end, you're the only one for me. Not that I think you'll be able to catch me either, but it is more fun to run from you. You'll have to do better than that. It's so easy to dodge your little webs. Besides, you're not even leading your shots. I barely need to dodge at all. You're losing ground, little spider. At this rate, it's going to be no fun at all. I think you've gotten rusty while I was away. Isn't there anyone else out there that could provide you with a little challenge? Sounds like we have something in common then. Maybe we should just... Oh, better, but still not good enough. Not a bad idea, though, setting a trap for me with those little... What are those? Web bombs or something? I'm impressed you knew I'd run through this area, but they went off much too late. Try again, Spider. Bargaining now, are we? You're basically just admitting that you don't think you can catch me now. You really are off your game. It's really too bad. I would have loved to keep this chase up longer. I had this plan to lead you to the top of the Empire State Building, and then... Well, maybe I shouldn't share those details. I could still save that for another time, I suppose. I could let you take a little break if you need it. Just wouldn't feel sporting to run off so early in the night. What would the media think if they found out you could only last a few minutes with me? The night we last saw each other was a lot like this, wasn't it? In fact, we weren't all that far from here. We'd been working together quite often by that point. I won't lie, Spider, I was loving it. Fighting supervillains, solving crimes. I felt like we were getting close. Very close. But of course, I was still engaging in a little petty theft on the side every now and then. Admit it, could you picture me not being a cat burglar? And yet, I was enjoying myself so much with you that I started to think that maybe I could give up on being a thief. For you, Spider. And you didn't like that I did it, and I didn't want to strain our relationship anymore. You told me you wanted to meet with me, and I thought that was perfect. It was my chance to tell you about my decision. But what happened right after I told you? Suddenly the police show up. They were prepared, Spider. I almost didn't escape. I know you claim you weren't working with them, that they found out about our meeting somehow without you knowing about it, but how am I supposed to believe that? If you ask me, the timing was too perfect. Maybe it's just my own paranoia, but I lost my trust for you that day. And naturally, without you in my life, I started to dabble in thievery again. Things could have been so different if not for that one incident. You know, for a while after that, I decided that I didn't like you. I was so hurt, and I wanted to justify it by convincing myself that you were an awful person, but in the end, I just couldn't. I would think of your witty jokes, your selfless bravery, and it would just melt my heart every time. To tell you the truth, my journey around the world was awfully lonely. I'm so happy to be back, to finally see you again. I doubt you really mean that. You might not like the fact that I'm back to stealing, but can you really say that you don't enjoy chasing me around? It must be nice to have someone like me around who can give you the thrill of an epic chase without constantly trying to kill you, right? You always make a big show about calling me a criminal, but I know you know me better than that. I spy a little uncertainty in your eyes whenever you try to act cold. You really do like me, don't you? Of course, that's what I was counting on tonight. I wanted you to find me. I knew that if I let myself be noticed by that night guard, you'd come running, or I guess swinging, the moment you heard. Talking over the phone is so impersonal. I much prefer to speak to you face to face, as it were. Don't act like you didn't enjoy it. The adrenaline, the endorphins. You can't help but be feeling it right now, just like me. Anyway, I wanted to do a little more than just say, hello, Spider. After missing you so terribly, I decided that I'd like to be partners again. I know that you're just trying to be coy. You have to play the part of the upstanding hero who doesn't deal with criminals, right? But we've partnered up before. There's no reason we can't do so again. Is there? That's what I thought, but... you know, I'm still a little bit bitter about last time. As much as I missed you, I can't easily trust you just like that, you know. That's cute. You think you shouldn't trust me. That much is obvious, my dear Spider. The difference between us is that you'll end up trusting me anyway, because that's the kind of person you are, and I adore that about you. But me, I need more than nice words to bring me back after I've been burned. I need some assurance. So here's my little plan, Spider. You see, I've actually been back for nearly a month, and I've been very busy. I'm sure you've been racking your brain trying to find the little thief responsible for all the little break-ins, haven't you? You got it. I'm responsible for every single one of them. I've built up quite the collection for myself. You should see my place right now. Antique relics and fine art everywhere. So here's my offer. For every little escapade you let me be a part of, I'll return something that I stole. I have enough jewelry alone to keep that going for a while. That way, If you ever try and double-cross me, you can kiss the rest of my stash goodbye. This way, you have a good reason to stay on my good side. What do you think? I think it's pretty fair, honestly. You and I get to play together again. All those museums and jewelers get their stuff back, and I don't have to worry about getting snatched up and taken to jail. Everybody wins. When I run out? Oh, that's easy, Spider. I plan to win you over before that happens. When I'm finished with you, you won't ever dream of hurting me. You won't be able to live without me. I guarantee it. At that point, I won't need to worry about something as stupid as collateral. That's a funny thing to ask, Spider. If I give you all the stuff I stole, then the plan won't work. Haven't you been paying attention? All right, fine. So I guess you're not happy with the deal. You really need to learn to compromise, Spider. You know, I could just invite myself into your little adventures like I used to, and keep snatching up things for myself all the while. I'm willing to give that up for you. And you say that you have to make me return everything right now? You really don't know how to play this game, do you? Oh well, I'm sorry to say I just can't do what you ask, sweetheart. So what are you gonna do? More of this? You don't seriously think that... Oh. Ow. All right, I slipped. Don't look so smug. Look, if it wasn't for that, I could have kept dodging webs all night. Let me out of this stuff. It's gonna ruin my outfit, I just know it. Oh, come now, Spider. You're really not going to take me to the police, are you? Are you really going to prove what I've been worried about all this time? That you can't be trusted? It's easy to say you want to go back to how things were, but you should actually try doing something about that. Although, I suppose I am being a bit harsh. I know how much pressure you're always under, Spider. I can hear it in your voice. You worry about all those people who think you're a criminal, don't you? I bet you worry every day about what they'd say if they saw the two of us together. You really shouldn't worry about that so much, you know. They'll think that way about you no matter what you do. You should do what you think is right, not what you think people expect of you. You have a conscience for a reason. I'll tell you what, Spider. I'll give you some time to think about this. I bet with that time you'll realize that I'm right. I mean, can you really say that you don't want to see me after all this time? I'm not trying to negotiate. Oh, no. You see, I don't need you to let me go. I can leave anytime. I've been busy with more than just sneaking around and taking what I want. I figured out a way to get rid of the sticky webs of yours. Just a bit more insurance. Anyway, it's been fun, Spider. I'll be in touch. And I hope the next time we meet, you'll have come around. Oh, but you can take these jewels back, I suppose. As a gesture of goodwill. See you later, Spider. I can't wait till next time. Thank you, cuties, so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you could do me the huge favor of subscribing and making sure you have your notifications turned on. I release one ASMR video every single week, and I don't want you to miss it. Now, before we close up, I'd like to make a personalized thank you to all of my Patreons. You guys are the backbone of what keeps my household going, and I can't thank you enough. So thank you so much to Jopos, Argonaut, Golbez, Electrified Zap, Jordan, Crazy Guy, Theo B, Monocled Unicorn, Tony, Traveling Spartan, Matchstick Wick Box, Gunslinger Blues, Siphon, Trey, Tekadan, Thomas, Minister Blade, The Hero, Colin, That Guy Solstice, Ben Kundick, Macho Camacho, Silent Sage, Gus Daniels,
Michihara, Psycho, Cool Dudes, Delta, Butter King, Gabe, Gigaratsu, Nick, Slayer, Senpai, Torito, Dark Rose, Dave, Trent, Master, Goon Squad, Christopher Spicer, Patrick Morgan, Luke Marshall, Bryant Irene, Soul Dad Guy, The Blarf and Garf, Merrick Toronto, Shadow Warrior, and Byron. Cuties, thank you so much for your ongoing support, and I will see you next weekend in the next video.